Episode 5 of Sonic Underground, To Catch a Queen. Well, I doubt they'll actually catch her, so what's the point? I do like the name of Alina way more than Bernadette, though. It's a dingle or dingo? Dingo would be a pretty boring name for a dingo. And Sate, is that the wolf's name? Manic and Sonia and Sonic are all riding in a vehicle that I guess Manic stole, and they're driving away from the bounty hunters, who are all driving after them. Sonia tells Sonic to stop the vehicle, and she drives out of the back of a truck on a nice pink bike. I guess Manic stole that too, and Manic has a skateboard. Oh, I think his name is Sleet. Sleet throws an orange bounty hunter at someone who's transformed into a baby, who somehow is perfectly fine after being thrown towards someone. It was good to have him catch the supposed baby to make him have a hero moment, make him more sympathetic. Sonic tells Sonia that he got the car keys of the captain of Queen Alina's personal guard with his super speed. Then he shows Sonia a photo of all of them as babies with the captain of the guard in the photo. So the captain would have kept the photo for sentimental value. Then Sleet transforms Dingo into a weird fly. Again, I love this transformation idea. They have this over Scratch and Grounder. After Sleet tries to bribe the kidnapped captain with power and stuff, he turns him down, and Robotnik tries to use a roboticizer on him. Sonic arrives too late to save him for some strange reason, even though he moves at over 600 miles per hour. So their lead to the Queen is gone, but for some reason, I guess I missed, the heroes are still optimistic that they'll find their mother. I mean, I have the volume turned all the way up. I really wish there were subtitles. A rich snob says that she's excited for her first robot induction ceremony for some strange, bizarre reason. Oh, for fuck's sake, the heroes are in paper-thin disguises again! How many blue and pink hedgehogs are there? Everyone should recognize them. We don't need for them to do this. They could be hiding the whole time. Sonic is told to move around some stuff over and over by Sonia for comedy relief, showing her character as a control freak. And then Sonia reveals she has the super strength to casually lift something heavy over her head, which is competent of her. I hope she uses that to be useful in plots later. After Manic steals and is lectured for it, Robotnik gives a message to his people as the heroes play techno music by pressing buttons. That sounds kinda nice. So this kind of music Robotnik allows. I guess reality ensued with his ban on music, and he realized that he does like some music, this music, so he allows that. Then Sonic attacks Robotnik and runs away when he shows up. Why didn't he kill him? And Robotnik sends robots after them. Sonic shoots a laser from his guitar to send a chandelier at the robots. Sonia creates smoke with her piano. I really like that. It's like the piano has water power, so like it's sending water vapor as a polar opposite to the earth power of Manic, and Sonic has air powers with his super speed. And Manic plays with his drums to make a higher part of the room fall apart. So the heroes tend to cause collateral damage like this. So are they gonna be? I guess once they take down Robotnik, they'll be with the Queen, and the Queen will have tons of money, so they'll be able to pay off all the damage they did to Robotropolis perfectly fine. But they'll still have a hefty bill for collateral damage eventually. Like, they shouldn't be completely getting away with the stealing and collateral damage. Sonic then jumps on the head of a robot Argus. Argus being the captain guy. Why isn't he... Wait, what? The heroes shoot their medallion powers at him and magically return his free will, which they somehow knew to do, without the Oracle trainer people telling them to do it. Again, they're magical medallions, I understand, but this was so easy. Not as insulting as when Saturn restored Chuck's free will by Sonic talking to him. But still, why did they do this before with Sonia's mom? And how did they know to do this? The heroes use an airship to get away from the bad guys with Argus, who unfortunately looks nothing like his much better design because he's a robot. I guess Robotnik was too cheap to have paint on the robot to make him look like he did before, but metallic. even though that would have looked a lot better. He tries to tell the heroes that they need to go to an underground drainage cavern, and the medallion free will actually wears off. And Sonya says their medallions are drained, so they can't talk to the robots anymore. So there's some balance to it at least. Sleet says that it's too bad he can't access his human memories, so he was a human earlier? But the villains plan to lend him a helping hand. So I guess he's accessing the robot's robot memories, and that's how he knows what the heroes are doing and stuff. The heroes play a song in the poor part of town to try to find someone who knows where the queen is. I guess they're really desperate, because why would she go here? And the song is completely pointless because they're, oh, never mind. A poor guy does show up saying that he can tell them where to find the queen. That was convenient. I mean, I guess there are tons of people in the city after all, so one of them would eventually find where the queen is. The heroes go to a place with water around it, which Sonic complains about, while Sonya reminds Sonic of the benefits of water, like washing. But seriously, I think the plot would have been more natural if Argus had the time to tell them where to go to find Sonic's mother instead of some random poor guy telling them about it. Like, everything after that was just padding, really. Then they find a scarf that's property of Special Agent Sleet. Oh, his name is Sleet. Got it. And Argus loses his free will, and Sonya cries really annoyingly for no reason, requiring Sonic to pull her away from lasers. Was that supposed to be funny? Because it wasn't. It was kind of really annoying. The heroes climb up some ladders, and Sonic makes a plan sending his siblings away, and Sleet transforms his buddy into what looks like Argus to try to make sure that if the queen does show up, she'll leave with him. So does the queen regularly spend all her time with Argus? Was that how Argus knew where she was supposed to be? But I thought she was spending her time with the Oracle. Manic uses his medallion to summon his drums, and drums as Sonic lures a robot to him. Sonic shoots the robot with the laser, and Sonya does so as well with her instrument, which gives Argus his free will back and lets him point out where the rendezvous point is. They see the red cape of their mother, and the disguised fake Argus is going after her, but he's still kind of acting threatening. Manic's hoverboard breaks, so are the regular people have hoverboards apparently, since this is a sci-fi fantasy universe with Robotnik technology in it. Alright. I guess Manic stole the hoverboard from some innocent person off screen, since they don't have a rotor to make inventions for them. And Sonic is scared to jump on platforms over the water. He runs around in a circle on a tower to build up momentum to jump over the water, rather than heroically overcoming his fear of water by jumping on the platforms on it. And his mother runs away, and the bad guy gets covered in boulders. Not that this injures him at all for some reason. He should have been a robot, then that would have made more sense. Did they really need to have him get hit by a bunch of boulders? Argus uses a laser to topple over a tower with Manic and Sonya on it, and fortunately they don't get hurt by it, when we haven't seen rings in this universe. And he scares Sleet, throwing him into the water. It's a good thing Sleet can swim, I guess. I don't see why the free will restoring would be temporary from medallions that are already overpowered magical anyways. But again, it's good for balancing. It'd be ridiculous if they had a cure for roboticization brainwashing that easily. I'd be questioning why they don't do that to everyone, like for their adopted parents. Dingo is handcuffed to a pipe, and when he's transformed back, the pipe breaks and sends the bad guys away with a bunch of water, and Sonya does a comment to Sonic about how water could still be useful to him, which was a missed opportunity. The heroes run away, and when Dingo trips on something, he's hit for it. And this was after he already threw Dingo off a building, too. Again, the slapstick doesn't work because I'm not laughing, I'm just wondering why he's not injured and out of commission afterwards. And most importantly, why he puts up with the abuse at all. Though it is good to have Sleet have villain moments to make you hate him, and not just find him as completely pathetic. Ultimately, this was just a filler episode where the whole plot of the heroes was a waste of time for them, because of course they don't reunite with the Queen. That would be accomplishing a major goal too quickly and changing the status quo. There's no real reason for the Queen to be where they thought she'd be. I thought she spent all her time hanging out with the Oracle in his cave. I don't think it's established that she's a freedom fighter too, and thus would have a reason to travel a lot. If she was, why wouldn't she spend her time with her kids then? Have some protection. And what would she even do as a hero anyways? It's not established that she has super speed. Also, where's their father? I would have preferred a unique villainous plot of Robotniks to the heroes going on a wild goose chase to find their mother just to let her run away and never go seek out them again. I hope this isn't a regular plot of this show, because that would be kind of boring. It feels like the only reason the queen isn't just going up to her kids and spending all her time with them is the forced meta logic of the writers don't want her to be with them for some reason. And it takes me out of it whenever I question it, because there's no proper answer to the question. It's just meta logic. And it's especially out of place for a show with a darker, serious tone to run on meta logic. And it's especially bad for a show with the tone like this to run on meta logic. I mean, it's not like it's super dark, it's just that Robotnik is in charge and everything. However, I did like seeing the stuff on the way. Like, Robotnik had a villain moment by roboticizing someone once close to the heroes, the captain of the Royal Guard. I was about to call serious bullshit on the magical medallions being able to restore free will to roboticized people, but at least it was temporary. That's even more arbitrary and confusing, but at least it's more balanced in the overpoweredness department. Maybe the heroes didn't have to know they could do it for sure, it just did it in the hopes that it would work. And it did, as Argus was able to tell them to go to the sewers. But even if they do meet their mother in person, what are they gonna do next? What about that is gonna magically take down Robotnik? Don't they think there's a reason that she's not going up to them personally, spending all her time with them? Why doesn't she tell them what that reason is? So they'll stop wasting their time. But yeah, I like that we had the roboticization concept explored a little more, and I like seeing the heroes as instruments are laser shooters, being ray guns if they looked infinitely cooler. So really the heroes don't have to have Sonic just spin dash at all the bad guys. They can fight more creatively than that.